Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and my lounge. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all safely tucked away in your houses from what's going on outside at the moment. This video is basically just showing you what we've been up to since lockdown in March. No one really knew what was going to happen. We were petrified to start with. Me and Leon haven't really spent this much time together ever, and I guess families haven't either. So we thought, will we end up killing each other? Will we just end up living on the street because we can't stand each other? Will Alfie just want to move out because he's just so fed up with the length of walks that we've been doing? But it's actually been okay, and I'm not glorifying the situation at all, but it hasn't been as bad staying in as we thought it would because we just feel safe. I've stuck GoPros on mirrors on the dog, which he loves, by the way. I do think he's going to have his own YouTube channel soon, because I thought it would be nice to kind of look back at this time and instead of think about 2020 being such a negative year, which obviously it has, and nobody can really forget what's happened. But when we look back at 2020, I'd like to think it's the year that the world kind of slowed down much more and people were kinder. So without further ado, this is our new routine. I normally wake up about 7:39 AM and I have no idea why, but it is that specific. And then this is trying to symbolise the fact that every time I look in the mirror at the moment, I feel like my hair has just grown so much and it's becoming difficult to look at myself in the mirror with what looks like a beaver on my head. I will then clean my teeth like any normal person, hopefully, have a wash, and then head down for breakfast. Breakfast is where the fun begins. 2 eggs, never have 3 eggs because I'm not insane, I'm not a lunatic. Bit of pepper, mush it around, in the microwave. It will be longer than 40 seconds. And then the toast is very erratic. One time the toast flew out and it keeps going behind the microwave. Don't know why. Sometimes I might push the boat out and have bran flakes, but that's when I'm feeling so out of character that I just don't even know my own name. After breakfast, I'm then ready to meet Joe Wicks in the gym at 9 AM for PE. I still haven't really worked out whether this is just for the kids. Some of this stuff is testing, other stuff not so much. I mean, this here right now is called Silly Billy, and you basically just get to do what you want. And yeah, it does actually tire you out, so I do recommend this move. I also have a gym buddy at the moment who started coming with me too. I don't really have the heart to tell him that he sometimes gets in the way. Halfway through he just wants to snog me constantly, and then afterwards he then improvises and then starts showing me his alternative exercises. He then carries this on through the day, so I could just be sat down and he's still just trying to tempt me with his exercises. I found out during the lockdown that if I blow him a kiss, he freaks out and tries to find the kiss that you've blown. So I wound him up this day actually. I then hop in the shower, where there's no way I'm showing you that. Instead, here's a shot from our bathroom window. Sometimes it's quite interesting, especially when you just have it wide open and you can kind of look at the world outside, although it is just a car park. A few days ago, I locked eyes with a lady who parked just where that blue car is there. I'm not sure if she could see me, but I could see her, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't close the window, I just carried on washing, but still looking at her. I still don't know whether she saw me. She's probably in rehab. Now it's time to be lazy for about an hour or two. We normally head to Disney Plus. This is what I have to deal with. Leon created these logins. Notice that I'm just James. Even my dog is somehow a prince. At this point I've got a lot on my watch list at the moment. My favourite things I've seen so far is Big Business with Bette Midler, The Imagineering Story, and Prop Culture. Obviously the Star Wars films as well. I've caught up on all of those. I've also managed to catch up on Marvel films that I haven't watched. All in order, I only saw a few of them. And then also I started watching Star Wars spin-offs like The Mandalorian and The Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is quite questionable and I haven't raced back to that yet. And also The Mandalorian, I'm kind of stuck on episode 7. I put it on when I don't really have anything else to watch and I just don't feel like the storyline is there that's kind of gripping me to see it. Don't get me wrong, also we use this time to be extra productive. We basically both have jobs that don't allow us to work from home, so it is basically up to us to keep active as much as possible throughout the day. Sometimes we'll bake to pass the time. I basically hover around to lick the spoon and then wait for everything to be done. Now it's time to stretch our paws. Our town is quite quiet anyway, but we tend to try and stick to back streets, fields, country lanes mainly, and as soon as someone's coming our way, we will walk across the other side of the street. The worst time we've found to come out was around about 5 PM. It seems to be the time when everyone comes out, and that's the new rush hour. I think that's because we're getting used to it now, so we try and get out maybe late morning, early afternoon at the moment. We're very close to our beach as well, so we managed to walk that way, and then he gets a nice walk as well. We've had such nice weather as well, which really helps. Also, my mum lives just down the road from us, so we pass her house most days. Some days we give her a wave and have a quick chat, others we will walk past and ignore her. It's also nice to see Bailey the Dalmatian, and probably nice for Alfie to see another dog as well. When we get home, Alfie has to treat it like a performance. We have to sit down and he stretches his vocal cords. So he basically likes to sing Hi Ho from Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. The highlight of our week at the moment is Tesco's Click and Collect. Who would have thought? To start with, like, the roads were so quiet. I've never seen them this quiet before, but obviously it's a good sign that people are staying in. But this is one of our town's busiest roads, and it was quite eerie. This was actually on our first trip to Tesco's. We've managed to do a Click and Collect every Thursday between 7 and 9. If we do need anything else though, sometimes they don't have it, I'll then quickly nip in with gloves on, and it's normally quiet at that point. Nighttime is when things get really crazy. We have a window where we can pretend to be shopkeepers. We've had Easter eggs delivered at the moment, cakes, cheesecakes, all sorts. Laura also organises a family quiz night every Sunday night. Each week we get to pick a theme. The first night was Disney. Then it was my choice, so I chose formal. I think I wanted to be James Bond. And then I put my white shirt on and realised how much I'd actually eaten during the lockdown and hated it. Then Leon chose goth. And then Mum chose fancy dress. She's really bringing the Wilderness Explorer back. And I thought I would wear this Jedi cloak that I got. First time I got a Jedi cloak, it was a black one. Leon got me it for my birthday maybe a year ago, and then I never wore it, so I took it to the charity shop. Then I got another one and another one. I've had 3 so far.
Right, don't you? There's a red button on here, it's just got all the screen things on it. Hang on. Oh my god, I can't get off it.
When Laura says put the phone down, are you just putting it down on the table, or are you putting it down, like hanging up?
I'm coming off. I'm trying to get off.
You're just turning your camera off.
I can't. Hang on. It's because I'm. Oh. Right, touch the screen. Touch the screen. Yeah. And then there's a red hang up button. No, there isn't. Yeah, there is. Jesus.
We've even made two friends in two people called Sunny and Billy. We've been having quiz nights with them too. This lockdown's been a lot easier having people like these two to speak to. After back in the MSN days, I would have said this was weird and creepy, but it's just not. It's how people are communicating at the moment. People need this more than ever at the moment, and I just want to take this time to thank them both for giving us both a release. We even heard one night that they were live streaming Happily Ever After at midnight, so we stayed up to watch it. It was only after Leon had made a massive Mickey Rice Krispie cake that we realised that it wouldn't be live, because technically at 7 o'clock at night Florida wouldn't be dark. I don't know why I didn't think about this to start with. It turned out to be a pre-record, which seems very obvious now when you think about it. We must have only watched about 6 minutes until our internet actually cut off. However, for those 6 minutes it actually felt like everything was normal again. Familiar and homely. There was a crowd there. That 6 minutes, although it was quick, it was worth it. There you go. I hope that wasn't too boring. I never really know how these vlogs are going to go because it's something I've never done before. We've probably eaten far too much, to be honest. There's a point where we were just baking constantly and it needed to stop. Every night's pretty much a date night at the moment, and as I said, my sister's got into the habit of baking every week, which is lovely. She makes some really nice ones. My favourite one that she's done is a Biscoff cheesecake, and honestly, it was heaven. I think I ate the whole, I'm going to say the 15 minutes of the cheesecake, which is a quarter of it, in 24 hours, and felt sick afterwards, and then bought 2 tubs of Ben & Jerry's and ate them as well. I've never really eaten this much, and I think that's one thing that I've realised, because you're not necessarily doing anything. I'm constantly in the kitchen, which is, I think, so important to kind of keep busy, and I feel less guilty when I've done a workout in the morning as well. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for checking in on what we've been doing. I hope you guys are safe, and I hope we can all just crack on with another normal soon that's a little bit nicer and we can just see our family. So thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys later.